like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And off we go from Lambeau. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Check, the mic. Check, 48, the mic. And I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They go play action here on first down. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Jim, lady. Check 24.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got room. It's a big run there by Henry. Give him 42 yards on the ground. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Derrick Henry. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Darnold. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Bradley Chubb in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now it's Henry. Fighting him off. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The run run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a first down, but if you're thinking along with them, hey, they might be committed to running it all game long.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready. Time to end it. Mark 54. They can't hang with us.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Now a handoff looking right. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 60 out low. Watch 54. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun handoff to Henry. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Darnold. He's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, and that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On fourth down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, first and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Here's Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try the right side with Henry. Still churning. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
We're going to start. Watch a slap. Watch a slap. Watch a slap.
Darnold from the gun. Goes underneath for Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. From the 2 now, second and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. So now things get interesting on third and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Here's Henry, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Push him back. Push him back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
Time. 48 to Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. 80. Mike 48. Mike 48. Set the tone, D.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
Running from the gun with Henry. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He's got his target. It's Cobb. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Check. Check 48 the mark. He's coming in.
Darnold on first down. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Stop here, D.
2nd down and inches. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And his kick is indeed good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a handoff here to his running back. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw, Darnold. That he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
To throw is Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 16-yard line.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And an alley to run. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play that time for the Packers. And even 60 yards for him on the ground. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. This is White on the screen. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check hot route. Hot.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short, only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a game.
Derrick Henry all alone. He's at the 30. It's a big run that time by Henry. 81 yards.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Check 61. Matchbox lights. Safety's creeping.
They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield.
Pick and choose the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight.
Now it's Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
What's that? The mic. Check 48 the mic.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On third down, it's Lewis. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. We've now seen 3 consecutive 1-yard gains, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Nice move on the play, but he will be brought down shy of the 15. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Going up top. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 58 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Tony Jefferson on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Packers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again. But on offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. This is Henry. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Now Lewis here on 1st down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Pick it up, defense.
2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he doesn't have a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A fourth quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw here. He's got Smith here. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Throw complete to Herndon. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Get that ball. Right there, 54.
2nd and 6. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Check. Crunch. Hey, Haywood.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. On 3rd down, Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
48 Mike. Check. Hey, switch gears.
A first down carry for Henry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.